Man, I love that gay intro.
I know. It never gets old.
It does not get any gayer than that.
No, stop. I got the first question for Brandon.
Oh, here we go. Let's do it.
You ready? Brandon, what do you think of our intro?
Great. I'm glad you asked. I thought it was fucking amazing.
Thank you.
The little graphic with your logo looked good.
It's fun, right? Yeah.
Yeah, look legit. I was like, oh, I was like, this is official.
Oh yeah, super official. So how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Enjoying life. Getting training pretty hard. Getting ready for a couple events. Getting ready to this weekend. It's this weekend. Going up to Indiana with Mikey. That big Arnold qualifier, and then looking forward to coming down to Brooksville. You,
Mikey, and the Hurricane?
Is the hurricane gonna affect? Is there even a hurricane? Is the question. I tried to look. There's not. Is there a hurricane? I don't know.
I really worry that your flight's not gonna happen.
That would suck.
You're flying out Friday morning, right?
Yeah. When are you flying?
I moved mine to Wednesday morning to avoid the hurricane. So I got like four days earlier than the tournament just to avoid the hurricane. And then the best part is the hurricane should be hitting Indiana right around Saturday morning. So
if that works,
the fucking hurricane's gonna go all the way up to Indiana.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to hurricanes after they leave Florida. I really don't know what happens. Ryan, what happens to a hurricane after it goes past Florida?
I don't know. They never reach us up here.
They don't make it up that high?
No.
Dies down, right? So it should be fine.
We get like fucking light rain from it.
Yeah.
That's funny. So Brandon, go ahead.
I was going to say I'll bring some Pro Gear raincoats to sell.
There you go. Do you make Pro Gear condoms?
Yeah, that's what I meant by raincoats.
I was going to have some 98 ones and just say that they only work 98% of the time.
Ooh.
You know?
They protect from 98% of diseases.
Yeah, right. Only 2% get through. So Brandon, you're shifting now. You're refocusing on arm wrestling now.
Yeah, a bit. I wouldn't say that I'm 100% full tilt training just yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had about a year layoff. Pretty much just still competing, but straight off the couch. So
yeah,
I'm training pretty hard right now. I would consider my training 65% of what I'm capable of, so which is considerable considering it was 10-15% the past year. So I'm getting back into the swing of things.
Do you have like a time frame you're looking to be back at 100 or whenever you get there?
No, I'm honestly right now I'm trying to get as healthy and strong as possible. So my weight's going up a bit. Which obviously you got arm wrestle bigger people, so I don't have a certain ranking. I guess I would probably like to get back in the hook top 20.
Yep.
At some level, that would probably be a short-term goal.
Would you go compete at FAL?
What's that?
Would you go compete at FAL?
What's that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to have a little super match at the October 5th event with Joe Upchurch.
Nice.
We're gonna put a little bit of cash on that, so kind of a little comeback match, a little something to keep entertained. But yeah, I'd like to headhunt. Pretty much my style of arm wrestling when I'm in shape is, I like to pick a few names and just go at them. It's okay. You may win 1 out of 3, but if they're all hitters,
yeah.
You killed someone along the way, so we'll see. I need to get in a little bit better shape to warrant truly traveling and chasing someone down, but
yeah,
that'll be the path.
What do you think about competing in Laray's Invitational? Would you want to get on that December 7th?
Yeah.
What is it? Be honest, I only follow some of his round robins. Is that the same thing? Is that what that is?
No.
December 7th?
So the invitational is 32 man double elimination. And as of right now, it's completely filled, but the deadline to pay is October 1st. And I got it. You know how that goes. I got a feeling there's going to be people not paying. Spots are going to open. So, I mean, if it was something you wanted to jump into, I'm sure he'd let you in.
Yeah, potentially. I would
Big
probably
cash
end up
prizes too.
Is it? I have to look into it. So what? It's a 32-man
Yeah, double in.
invitation only, or sorry, whatever. A limited entry. What, double elimination standard tournament?
Yep.
With a cash prize or
Yeah.
a tiered payout?
I believe it's tiered payout, and it's $100 entry.
Yeah, that's probably going to be crazy then if you could get all 32 to show up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I liked that 176 round robin he did.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
All
was
the
the
round robins.
Yeah, that was the one I was most interested in.
Yeah, there's a lot of killers in that class.
The lower classes, there's a lot of killers because there's a lot more arm wrestlers.
Yeah.
There were 5,000 arm wrestlers total. 2,000 of them will be probably 198.
Right.
76 to 98 is like the average size of a man in the U.S. So you just get a shit ton of classes, and then you get these weeded down. The top 10 at 98 is insane. The top 10 at 220, and this is no disrespect to anybody, to me, looks a lot more doable than the top 10 at 198.
Yeah,
You'll see guys that look unbeatable at number 16 and shit at 98.
Yeah.
So
because there's so many of them.
Yeah, those two classes are always going to be tough. I mean, always. But there were a lot of upsets at that. I was surprised to see Justin Bishop not dominating. It was just all over. Hunter, apparently he's the fucking man, right?
Yeah.
So
I think he backed out of his East First West though, Hunter.
Really? Tell me what happened.
From what he's claiming is injury. So he had to back out.
That's it. He's banned.
Yeah, he's banned now. Congratulations. Yeah, I really wanted to see the John Thayer and Hunter match.
Yeah.
I think that one had a ton of buzz.
Yeah. Who do you think would have won that?
I would put them both at the same level, and then John's naturally a 20-pound bigger person, so I would just lean to John Theron if we're betting my money.
Yeah, that's kind of what I would have thought too.
And a lot of it with Hunter, he seemed to flash everybody and to just explode out the gate. I don't really see him flashing John Theron.
Yeah,
now he has the potential to beat him a round or two, in my opinion, here, but I think over time, Theron's just got so much hand.
Yeah.
So much hand. He would have a lot of control, but I don't know that. I mean, Hunter seems like he ain't lost a match in 4 years or something. So
yeah,
why the fuck's he gonna start now?
Yeah, he's on a tear. What do you think of my new mask?
The eyebrows aren't bushy enough.
I know.
You need to glue some like real life fur.
Yeah.
Onto the eyebrows so when you get the side profile.
I ordered I got a cardboard cutout of him, and I'm going to glue some on that.
That's
so when that comes in, that way he can be at all our tournaments, and I'll bring him as a +1 to Knuckles Up.
Didn't they just have a Knuckles Up event?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It was awesome.
Yeah, a lot.
Where was it at? Was it in the States this time?
Knuckles Up, yeah, it was in New Jersey.
New Jersey, right? Yeah.
They have all of them. But it was good. It was a good time. Mikey was there.
Yeah, Brittany, you should come as my +1 next time.
Yeah, dude, it's a good time for sure.
Yeah, I like the way Knuckles Up is going with the the production value and stuff. The only thing I'll be honest, man, and I know this sounds crazy, but I wish they didn't let foreigners in.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in Russians competing or people from Eastern Europe. There's a few, like Giannis interests me, a couple. The super heavies, I understand that it's mostly that, but I'd rather see John Brzenk and Todd Zillapol than John Brzenk and Ungerbayev or whoever you know.
Yeah.
To me, the Americans are the draw, and it's just I'm surprised there's not an American only.
Yeah, I think it's cool though too that like we get to see where the Americans are at. You know.
Yeah.
I
guess.
There's some guys that, you know, if you don't know them, you're like, I don't really care about this fucking match, you know?
Well, some people love European arm wrestling. I, in particular, just don't.
Yeah.
If it was, and this is, I mean, I know these guys are beasts and it's another level, but if it was Morozov versus Gana, I would never watch it. I would never even tune in. I would look for the result, but I would have no interest in watching it. And I just think that a lot of the viewers are watching the United States guys.
Oh yeah,
but it's a good look, man. It sets them up with these with the Russians. They all look like the villain, but you don't get a real gauge on who's the real winner when the travel's such a big deal. We go over there and get slaughtered. They come over here and they can get their ass whooped here too, you know. So, you know,
yeah,
it's all.
I mean, the Australian, like Ryan Bowen's flight was like fucking 21 hours or some crazy shit.
How is he supposed to be strong after that?
God damn, dude.
It's fucking crazy. And not to say that's no one's fault. He's living upside down, apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, what can you do, man? You got to go to the opportunity. I'm sure he wanted the match. But would that match have went different if it was in, you know, Australia? Maybe.
I don't know. Shark was a little too strong for him.
Shark is way too much. That was the fucking biggest mismatch. And I actually like Bowen, but that was a terrible match. That was basically who put that. That was Knuckles Up, right?
Yeah.
That told me right there that they didn't understand how strong Shark was. Like they probably had glimpses and seen in the past this and this, but Shark is so strong. You can't just tell somebody, yo, he's on another level. No. It's even more than that. Like you have to watch him. You have to grab his, you know. Shark's hard to beat, and he's not arm wrestling great, right? Like he's not a technique guy or he's just straight powerful. He gets a wedge, and he just stays there. He gives his hand up from the go, and just stays in the match. So
and there was no weight cap, so and Ryan had cut down, so like the weight was way different. You could just tell looking at him, like Shark looked like a monster near him. It's crazy.
Yeah, and Warren Bowen's got a gummy worm and Pringles build. Fucking Shark is eating berries as his cheat meal.
Right.
You know, he's like chiseled striations, and you know. So when he's 220 and the limit's 220 or 210 or whatever it was, it's 210 pounds of horse meat when you get Shark, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So
and
Ryan Bowen's got a little bit of the Nick Diaz build.
He went down and wait for that match, and Shark went up, and I'm like, this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
This makes no sense.
Now the 230-pound version of Ryan Bowen, maybe that would have been real interesting. Because I did see when he was big, he looked like he had a little power. But, dude, we know down here because we live with Shark and we're all, you know. But he's a fucking menace, dude. He is a menace.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who they're going to get to go against him that would be a fucking matchup. I mean, he's just fucking crushing everybody.
Is their weight class is 210 or what was the weight class?
For that particular one, there was wasn't
none.
Yeah, no cap on
There
that.
was no weight limit?
No.
You know, I'd like to see Shark pull Paul.
I would like to see RVJ versus Shark.
Oh, that would be good too.
To me, that would be a cool match.
That'd be fun to watch. Yeah. What'd
Yeah,
you say,
I
Mikey?
think RBJ would have the advantage because Shark gives his hand up.
Yeah, I said Paul Lynn. Isn't Paul Lynn? I think is number 1 right now, right, for the U.S. 220.
I think they're 1 and 2. What the fuck? Why does he have that fucking Turkish shit on him? What's this? What did it say again? Captain America, Captain Turkey. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Band together.
Paul, they got you looking like a villain. You went from hero to villain instantly.
Apparently, at first he was mad about that one, but
Really?
Josh talked him off the ledge and said it's all in good fun.
I can't picture Paul mad.
I've
I think he's such a nice guy that
I've heard him mad a few times. Or Engen.
he'd probably be pretty fucking scary, man.
I'm pretty sure I hear Turkish drones flying over my house every night.
Oh, you're fucked. You're fucked.
I know, dude.
Dude, if you ever go over there or anything, something will never. Yeah,
decapitated. You know,
yeah.
They'll be holding my head up, fucking. La, 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 la.
Yeah, by a whole nother set of rules out there, Ryan.
Engen will have a Ryan mask. His will be a little more
I don't think
authentic.
he's not allowed to come to America, dude. I mean, didn't he have
So
a 12-year-old fucking wife at one point? Like an arranged marriage with like a 12-year-old? I don't know if that's true. It sounds good though.
It's a wild time.
I'll start that rumor. Fuck it.
Yeah, I gotta get that. Let Captain Pretentious start that rumor. Breaking news.
Yeah. Well, yeah, let him do it. I don't know. He's buddies with Engen and them.
Turn to the dark side.
Yeah. Fuck those guys.
Soul's cheaper to buy than you would think.
So the lawyer. There's a lawyer that's suing WAF, specifically suing Asen, the president of WAF, for like corruption. So he's coming on our podcast soon, and he's gonna fucking like tell us everything. He's got paperwork. He's gonna email me all kinds of shit to talk about how he's suing WAF for what they did to the Bulgarians, like banning their whole fucking country and all this crazy shit just for personal fucking reasons. So that'll be fun.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that'll piss some people off.
Brandon, you in all your years promoting, you ever banned anybody?
Good question. I don't believe in banning people only because you might be taking the very last thing they have.
It's fair.
I would guarantee that a certain percentage of these guys only have arm wrestling. And you block them out of that, and you might put someone in danger. You know, that's not necessarily a game I would play, but no. I had a chance for me to ban a ton of people. He won all sorts of people, but I don't believe in banning it, man. I mean, let the guys show up. We had Chuck Ryder was one of the biggest shit talkers back in the day.
I remember that.
I
remember that.
He's threatened my life many times.
Yeah, I sent him a shirt.
Yeah.
Send him a shirt, man. Okay, shows up at the event. They're like, should we let him pull? Of course you gotta let him pull. What the fuck? He just drove across the country. He's ready.
He sent me a video of him like punching his own hand. He's like, this is gonna be your fucking face, Ryan, and all this weird shit. I'm like,
stop.
I swear to God, it was awesome.
That's awesome.
I was like, yes, I've made it.
There's going to be compilation videos of all the people threatening to kick your ass over the years. James Reed, all of these.
John Dabo. We actually, on the other podcast, we called John Dabo at like 2 a.m. in the morning, and he fucking answered the phone, and he was like, is this that motherfucker Ryan Granda, dude? I don't even know how the fuck he would guess that. Like,
how did he know?
Real. I don't know. I maybe not many people fuck with him. He's like, you're that prick that called me a pedophile on my page, and everyone from church saw it. And I was like, oh yeah, that was me. Apparently, he's coming to one of my tournaments someday to kill me, which that could be true.
It's 50-50.
Might do that. Weird. A lot of death threats in arm wrestling, dude. It's crazy. Nitro's told me he's going to slit my throat in the night. And then the next day he apologized and said his blood sugar was
He's definitely not going to hurt you.
Definitely not.
He's a wild guy, dude. I guess he's a regular up north, right? Like this is like the referee and everything. Down south, we don't know of him. So most people down in Florida have no clue who Nitro is.
Right.
So my first experience, I think I'm at like a Travis turn somewhere. We're probably in West Virginia, something. And he was just talking shit to people. Like, I guess it's the whole, this is what Nitro does. And he's taking it super fucking serious. And I just, he seemed like a cool enough guy, but he's a character for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The guy I like up there, the fucking craziest guy up there is Gordon Griffith.
Oh, yeah, dude. The Crab Bandit.
Yeah, the Crab Bandit. He's a fucking nut, dude.
Yeah, he's really
Crab Bandit versus John Dabo. That's a fucking match right there. That's promotion gold.
I don't know. We got a new guy up here.
Shit.
A new crazy guy that is like wants to kill Paul Italia. And like, dude, he was on the show the other night and called Paul Italia on FaceTime and then just like scrolled his phone down on the podcast while Paul's talking to him, and he's masturbating, and he showed Paul his dick on the thing, and Paul's like, what the fuck?
Look at Brandon's face.
It was fucking crazy, dude. The dude had 2 black eyes. Someone had punched him in the nose earlier in the night, and then he told a story about how like his mom caught him with banging a black dude in the basement, and all this crazy stuff, dude. I was like, holy Christ, dude, we got a new fucking superstar.
Is this real life?
Yeah, it's fucking real life,
dude.
It's real.
Yeah, I gotta watch this fucking episode. Where do these people come from? These like every now and then. Remember that one crazy fucking guy that was like challenging Devin Larratt, calling him a rat?
Oh yeah, who was that?
I don't remember. The king of something called himself. He was just a fucking big bloated piece of shit.
Yeah.
I remember he had like silver hair. He looked like he was like some old bodybuilder or something, but yeah, these fucking internet nut jobs, dude, they come around.
Dude, this guy's been arm wrestling for 10 years, and he's actually pretty good, but he's like having a meltdown. He crashed his car on the highway, dude, and just stripped down naked and just started running down the highway, and he got arrested for indecent exposure. Like, fucking.
Dude, when I was listening, I thought for sure the dude was just a fucking troll, and he's talking about like, oh, you don't suck guy's dick. I do, and I'm thinking he's fucking trolling, and it turns out like
no, he was dead serious.
It's all fucking real. All the shit he talked about was legit. His life.
Some of the stuff he was saying to Paul, I was like, oh yeah. God.
He lives in a fucking tent.
The person I'm imagining telling this story is Nunya.
Yeah. Not, dude. The funny thing is, Nunya was like, this guy's crazy, and I'm like, for Nunya and like Eric Harlan and these other weirdos to be like, this guy's crazy. I'm like, oh, dude, this is legit. Fucking Andrew Wood calling him crazy. He looks like, in the Devil's Rejects.
Pull a picture up, Ryan.
Let me get a picture. Let me get a picture pulled up here.
Yeah. Please give me the description too. Who is he in the Devil's
Rejects? Go to Paul's Facebook page.
I can't while I'm here. I can't do that.
No. Yeah, Ryan got it.
Yeah, he posted.
There's a picture of him with his black eye. He shows up on the podcast with 2 fucking black eyes too. Like, you can't make this shit up.
What sort of operation are you guys running here? What fuck sort of show did you just have me on?
This show is a little different than the Friday night FTG podcast. That one gets crazy, dude. I mean, Stephanie,
would you put this dude on our podcast?
This one?
I don't think
dude,
so.
what's next for him? Like, we know what's next, dude. It's either the loony bin or prison.
I just
He's
worry that
he's on the run right now because he went to court for the fucking running down the highway thing, and they told him he could just do weekends, and he blew off the weekend. So there's probably a warrant out for him for that.
Dude, like Paul's legit like worried this dude's gonna come fucking stab him.
He's down in Maryland right now, like harassing Travis. So Travis was calling Paul like, why is this guy calling my fucking phone every 5 minutes? I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. I'm down.
Yeah, pull it up.
That's what we need is the fucking mugshot from the running down the highway incident.
I mean, he looks like fucking. You'll see.
You think him and Harlan would be a good super match?
Oh, this dude would kill Harlan.
Like, wait, literally? Or
Look what we're dealing with, dude.
Oh, that's fucking Captain Spaulding right there.
it really is.
Captain
Like,
Spaulding, dude. It's like he wouldn't tell us why someone punched him in the nose earlier in the day. I'm like, and then we got Eric Harlan, dude. I mean, that's his mugshot. Fucking A, dude.
Arm wrestling produces some fucking weirdos.
Like Artem?
No. That's one thing about it, man. This sport will absolutely draw in some crazy people.
Oh, man. We bother a lot of people.
I see that.
Yeah.
We had Captain Pretentious on an old podcast, and as soon as I get him on, no warning, no nothing, he goes in on chance for 20 minutes. Yes, calling him fat, calling him all sorts of fucked up things. He just doesn't. I had no idea this is what he does. Is that he roasts people hardcore like this?
Yeah.
I was like, Dad, I'm not the type to hurt no one's feelings, right? I like talking shit, but I like keep it pseudo nice guy. But he's a fucking savage, dog. You can't bring him nowhere, guaranteed.
Oh yeah, dude, he's funny.
How would it go? Tell me this scenario. We have the arm wrestlers roast. Let's say we're all roasting Michael Todd. What the fuck is that a picture of I'm looking at?
You didn't catch it? Hold on.
Imagine, I mean, you see how they like roasted Donald Trump or roasted whoever?
Yeah.
I can see an arm wrestlers roast where they're all roasting, Michael Todd.
Oh, I would love to have like a celebrity roast of like top arm wrestlers.
Yeah, how things roast.
I think most of the arm wrestlers would take to it.
I'd be like, Michael Todd, I want that fucking brick you charged me $500 for, and I'm gonna throw it through your fucking window. No, but that would be fun. I don't know if some of these arm wrestlers could handle it though,
The Paul Italia roast?
Oh, dude.
Come on. Everyone would tune in for that.
I mean, I roasted him for a while there, so but you know what? That's why when he challenged me to a super match, I took the match because I'm like, dude, he deserves me to fucking he deserves this match. I fucking gave him a hard time for a while. So, I wasn't gonna be a bitch and be like, no, dude, I'm not pulling you. Like, he deserved me to get my ass kicked publicly. This is another picture of that Steve dude. Look. In his glory days. Yeah, weird.
What's going on?
I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. Dude, I mean, we had Stephanie Spencer on the one night, and she's telling us about how she put a blood clot on a fucking cracker and fed it to a dude and had her vaginal lips removed and had someone eat them.
Hold on, what? Wait.
Yeah, she got vaginal rejuvenation surgery and she took the lips home and put them in the freezer. And her boyfriend at the time cheated on her in the military. So when he came home, his punishment was to cook them and eat them.
Act like y'all never ate some pussy before.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Who is this?
Stephanie Spencer. She's let me see. Well,
I know who she is. I remember. She
Yeah,
harassed me once in California. I remember.
yeah,
That's a crazy.
she
Is that
used to-
legal?
dude, she was a porn star. She did like pregnancy porn and some weird stuff. And
You're using the term porn star very lightly right now.
yeah.
Yeah, that is not what a porn star. That's
An
she
adult
did porn.
film, an adult film actress.
No. She just did porn.
Yeah. She fucked
Porn
on
star, you
video.
gotta make a living doing porn.
She fucked people on video, and I don't even know if you could charge for that. But
Lucky says there goes the serious episode. This show is not serious. Why did we ever say that it was?
well, it's more serious than the other one.
I feel like it depends on who we have as a guest, too.
Brandon's
You know,
laid back. If it was, so like we wouldn't be telling Corey West this stuff.
Right. And we didn't. But Mike
We
Aiello,
Yeah.
Y'all are pussies. You let Corey West back you down.
Well, he's very quiet, so it's like very
How
difficult.
much more of the screen was he taking up than me?
He was in his car on his cell phone, so it was like
Whole fucking thing. Now listen, you could have that motherfucker from 20 feet away in front of the camera. He'll still be 3/4 of the screen.
Yeah.
Dude, he's fucking massive.
Yeah.
That's a huge human.
Who wins out of him and Kamal? They're pulling, right?
That big white guy, Camille.
Yeah. The flop wrist.
I think he would win because I seen him beat Devin, right? Can Corey beat Devin?
That flop wrist is tricky.
Yeah. I don't know, but Corey West he's a fucking problem, dude.
Yeah.
He's one of them guys that crept up. He doesn't have the name like Godzilla and whatever, the elite guys, but he's a threat. He's one of the underrated arm wrestlers we got for sure in the US.
No, I'm not down in Florida. Does Artem have like his own brand of purses or nail polish yet?
I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you.
Just hoping you guys would have some insight on that.
Why are you going in on my dog Artem now?
I'm just teasing him. Dude, he messaged me like 2 weeks ago about some of the stuff I was saying about Engen and told me very vaguely to be careful. And I was like, what does that mean? Is my life in danger? What's going on? I don't know. It was kind of strange.
Be careful of what? Be careful of Engen or him?
No, not of him. Of like the situation with Engen. He's like, be careful. And I'm like very vaguely. And I was like, well, what does that mean? And he's like, just be careful. Like, okay. I'll be careful.
Engen's gonna that fucking Turkish sharpshooter we seen in the Olympics.
Right. Yeah. Dude. If I die, you guys know who it was for sure. Jesus.
Speaking of Artem and some crazy and people dying and stuff, I think that wasn't there some crazy stuff where Artem did like a show with Leo in longevity, and then something happened to Leo in longevity in Thailand. Not that it was Artem, but like he was. Do you know about that?
No.
Do you know Leo longevity? Mikey?
I don't think so.
He's a huge YouTuber. He was like the biggest YouTuber on longevity and stuff, and all these like protocols. Look him up. Like just type on YouTube Leo and longevity is the channel. He was insanely huge, and he was a super smart guy. And
And
Artem did a show with him, and I guess the guy was in like Thailand or something.
Yeah.
And then something happened, and the guy ended up dead after the show.
Oh my God.
He was telling me about it. He was like, yeah, it's fucked up. I was like, I talked to him, or, you know, he was doing the show, and then I was reading all these articles, but the guy was super popular.
Is it Artem's fault?
No, I think they said that he fell or something. And I mean, the guy was in fucking Thailand.
Like
Dude, if you die in Thailand, you took your life in your own hands.
Oh, yeah. Why
If I fucking died in Thailand, don't blame a single person but me.
Why would you even go there? You know what I mean? You don't go to fucking places where they hate Americans and want to chop your head off.
Do they kill Americans in Thailand?
I don't know. They might.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
No.
I still wouldn't go there.
They're known for their hishis, right? I think.
I don't know. Why do you know
I
that?
thought they were known for their Thai food.
Common Thai food. They're known for Thai food.
Have you been there? Is that why you know?
Nah.
That's crazy, dude. Thailand. Yeah, what are they known for?
I'm telling you, I think they're like they're fucking
Trannies?
the prostitutes that are their boys, but they look like girls. It's a thing.
Possible.
I swear it's a thing.
I believe that. I won't fight you on that one.
That's the thing about Worlds is they keep having this. Every time I see Worlds, I look at all I glance at is what country it's in, and it's the same shit like Poland, Bulgaria.
Yeah.
If they had World Championship in some cool ass country like Japan or some shit where everybody wanted to go.
You're talking about WAP? Because IPA's in Greece.
Mikey, Robbie. Greece
I don't know.
See, Robbie has heard of this. The Lady Boys. I swear that's a thing.
What's up, Robbie?
What up? Hey, didn't he just get a fucking win on Gashevsky or?
He pulled what's his name? Svetan or
Wall.
Yeah,
his win was on Wall.
He won the first round, and then I think Svetan won the next two or something. But dude, that was a fucking battle. It was fucking great.
Yeah,
Robbie's a beast. And then I think Robbie pulled, who was it?
Wall.
James Wall.
Mm-hmm.
Lefty.
Dominated.
Or was it righty?
No, left. Yeah.
Yeah, dominated him. Went right through him like nothing.
Who's James Wall?
He's like a champ over in UK.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what.
Oh, he lost the next 3 rounds.
In Tennessee, that don't mean shit.
Yeah. He lost the next 3 rounds, I guess, against Svetan. But that dude's crazy, fucking talented. But Robbie's a beast, man. I love seeing Robbie. Such a nice guy too. It's not an asshole.
Yeah, there's very few people. I expect everybody to be strong, and most people are exactly as strong as you forecast them to be. Robbie, when you grip him, you can't really understand how he's this strong. You grab him, you're just like Jeremy Pappy. They have this like practice king in Jacksonville, and if you grab this fucking guy, you won't understand how he could be that strong. You won't.
Yeah.
You grab Shark, you fucking know. You know, you grip. Oh shit. Okay. You know, Robbie is. I pulled Robbie 2 years ago, and even though it was left, it shouldn't even got in my car. Saved my gas money. I just drove out to get fucking embarrassed, floor mopped with me. So him and Warzinski are 2 really, really tough guys to beat that we got that could pull a lot of these Europeans.
Yeah, Adam's strong too.
Sub 200 pounds. I mean, I know you guys know Europeans dominate this shit. So we get up to the super heavies. We got some good guys. We've got, you know, Michael Todd's, Chafee, and Travis, you know, all these big guys. But lightweight, we don't have many guys that can truly contend with them.
Yeah.
So, what is Robbie ranked currently? This is just to show you how much of a shit show the 198 list is and how fucking hard it is. Watch, it's gonna be like 10th or 8th or something.
We'll have to ask him. Robbie, what are you ranked?
This will speak volumes to how hard 198 is.
Yeah, for sure.
Open right. Open right 198. He pulls 198.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ayers has got him at 2. Only second to Corey Miller apparently at 198.
Is everybody really using the Aries system?
No,
For the real ranking for what they, because the ranking is bullshit on there.
Yeah, because I mean, you'd have to wait years and years for it to fucking really
for it to really matter. I think we should still be going off the In the Hook rankings for the ranking itself.
You said if you look at the list, he'll be 3rd behind Dan Mosier that hasn't made weight in years.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's another fucking monster, dude. I hate it. I'm gonna just start pulling 220s. 220s got guys on the list that you could actually, you can do something with, dude. 98's insane. That In the Hook top 20 is a fucking murderer's row.
I mean, these days, can't you identify as whatever weight you want?
Yeah, especially if the prize money is high enough, right? I seen the shit on how much these people are getting from the Olympics for gold medals and shit. There's some countries giving these people $200,000 to come home with medals. Different things
right.
like.
I don't think the U.S. don't pay shit, right?
Nope.
But I think the U.S. it showed you get a grant that ends up being worth $100,000 for gold, but like officially, there's nothing.
Robbie said he considers himself number 2 until someone pins his arm again. That's not Craig. That's probably fair. Fair to say. I mean, I hate the guys that fucking get to a rank and then they're just like inactive for fucking a year or some shit or 2 years or that's annoying. What's the point of arm wrestling?
Yeah.
Just
guarding your spot.
Yeah, that's annoying.
In the Hook rankings, that's not still active, right? That's old.
What?
No,
In the Hook rankings, is that still it's still active?
I mean, Chance is maintaining it, so probably not.
Yeah. Plus, some of it is like subjective, really, because like you look at some of the rankings and you see all these guys complaining, saying, "Hey, I beat that guy. Why is he ahead of me?"
Yeah, Chance's system, I will say, is not bad.
Yeah, it's probably the best one out there.
He prioritizes who beats who.
Yeah.
Over everything, right? And then takes into account wear and tear, whether there was a super match earlier on, a couple things into consideration after, but basically a who beats who will just be a mandatory jump. Everybody running.
He thinks East versus West will eventually get like that, where people are like holding on to their ranks.
Now, East versus West will be gone, dog. WAL died, and we had ESPN coverage.
Yeah,
they were doing $500,000 finals and shit. This doesn't have a tenth of the buzz. We just got a bunch of people that either can't remember how big WAL was or weren't there to believe this is the peak of arm wrestling. This ain't the fucking peak of American arm. I've been arm wrestling 12 years. I've seen 2 runs bigger than this. The UAL shit was bigger than this. That WAL was bigger than this. You
My
know, you're
favorite.
talking when
My
Game
favorite thing
Farm.
about the East versus. Oh yeah, I like the thing I like the best about East versus West is how they had all those qualifiers and then they had the finals and they just let anybody in, even if you didn't qualify. That was awesome.
Even better after you won, you didn't get a match, so that was great
Right.
too.
Yeah, even better. Like you get promised a match and then you don't win. You don't win a match. It's fucking awesome.
You imagine a fucking world where your next opportunity is in the hands of Ingen or Chance?
You don't have to imagine it. We've seen it.
God,
We've seen how
you
that
talk
story
about
ends.
grown men becoming vulnerable. I would never put my future in either of those two guys' hands. And that, you know, Ingen, while he's got obviously a great ability to promote shit, he's too volatile.
Yeah.
Seems like you gotta walk on eggshells or you're gonna be banned. You better do the right shit or you're not gonna get your match.
Yeah.
It's emasculating to live like that, dude. The fact that these guys are like,
he needs a PR guy. And then he needs to just stand
exactly. He needs a fucking handler or something, or he needs to take a breath of fresh air before he types. Because I'm known to be triggered half the time, but I'll tell you what, it just makes your whole promotion look unstable when you yourself are. That's one thing I've noticed.
I mean, if you can't manage your eyebrows, how the fuck are you going to be trusted to manage anything beyond that?
Oh, you better go to Puerto Rico then.
I started a rumor on.
Yeah, they got some eyebrows. Nicely,
Yeah.
nicely done eyebrows.
I started a rumor on Reddit that he threw acid in his ex-wife's face because she wouldn't listen to him, and they deleted it off of Reddit.
How?
I don't know. Sometimes Derek Smith deletes stuff that's anti-Engen, and I'm like, dude, come on.
I didn't even think you could delete shit off Reddit. I thought that was like no holds bar.
If you're a moderator, you can do stuff like that.
You're a terrible person, Ryan.
I know.
I just want you to know that. That being said, I'll never be your enemy.
I mean, he started it, dude. Like, he didn't understand the concept of 98%, so he did this big post about how I'm a piece of shit because I'm saying that we represent 98% of the whole sport. And I'm like, dude, no, like, I just mean, like, it's just a concept, you know? Like, you got the 2%ers like Devin and them, and then the rest of us are the 98% grinding to be there or just compete all the time. And I tried to like talk to him about it in a private message. I told him it's probably just a language barrier. Like, you're not understanding the concept. And he fucking posted our whole conversation online. And I was like, all right, you're a shitbag, dude. Come on. You know? But he did multiple posts about 98. And I'm like, dude, you're like up here. Why are you even looking at us down here? Like, just fucking, you know, you don't have to punch down at people
that tells you there's some money at play. People only act like that when they're guarding their money.
Yeah, I don't know what he's so worried about. Like, we're not even his competition in any way. We don't even cater to the fucking 2%ers.
Yeah, but Engen's been around a long time. He understands how fragile and temporary what he has is.
Yeah.
He knows that he's seen nothing, including WAF, ever stay in the same form for very long. And he understands that what he has is probably not forever. And he thinks probably guys like you and detractors, people like whoever, anybody that's not just a co-signing with him, are hurting that
enemies in the sport. Yeah.
Well, he understands the landscape, dude. He's been around a lot longer than all of he fucking knows. And there's some bread. They're making bread, man. They're selling 5,000 pay-per-views, probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
These are reasonable numbers, and if you do, you're talking 100 G's to play, and this isn't crazy life-changing money, but there's a reason that he's getting so pissed and triggered. It's not because
Yeah.
People take that money serious. This is my opinion. I think this is the nature of all of arm wrestling right now, is promoter greed. And you got a ton of promoters fighting for like pennies. Like you said, there's not much to be made, and you got people like losing friends and partnerships splitting, and then when you do the calculations, like these guys quit being friends over $1,200 or some shit, that's laughable.
Or over a speaker.
What's that?
I said, or over a speaker.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. So,
yeah,
but the other thing too is the better that this audio, video, podcasting, streaming, all this shit gets, the more that you get, the easier it is to become a promoter too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Back in the day, you had to know some shit. You had to know all this. At this point, they're creating bracket programs, and you could almost do the whole thing from your phone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you're getting a lot of guys throwing tournaments. A lot of people thinking that they're doing shit. That's why I tell everybody, you can run a good tournament, or you can run a tournament, but it won't be a good tournament. You can cook a meal, but can you prepare all 4 items to come off the stove hot at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Anyone could cook these 4 items individually, so I don't doubt that almost everybody can throw a tournament. It's not till you get involved that you realize it's hard to throw a good tournament.
Yeah.
Like, like Winter Blast isn't a drop, and it didn't happen by accident. It's a bunch of people in your case, or several people that have had experience throwing other shit and doing previous attempt,
Yeah.
and seeing what it is.
It grew up over time, and now it is big. Shit, Sue Fisher started it like fucking 20 years ago, really. It was like a smaller tournament, and then she stopped doing it for a while. And then when we started the whole 98 thing, she was like, why don't we bring back my Winter Blast? And I was like, absolutely. Because that was like a tournament a lot of the old school guys all went to back in the day, so they all knew about it. So I was like, that's perfect, because it kind of legitimizes 98 by teaming up with people like Sue and Knuckles Up, or whoever.
Yeah, I think that you definitely do not try to straighten it out. Keep it a shit show. Keep it insane. Keep it like the fucking that, because I noticed immediately after Winter Blast, it like split the community. Half the people quit arm wrestling because of WWE antics. Like, I was seeing crazy shit like that. And then as you look back on what's it been, 6 months, couple months, few months since.
Yeah.
It was definitely, that was the draw to the show, was the antics. That's the only thing that people remember that made it different than any other crappy ass. All these tournaments are the same.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, this year we got Arm Gods doing all their super matches Friday night.
Oh God, that's gonna be an insanity.
I know, it's gonna be a whole weekend of craziness. So we're not doing any super matches Saturday. We're just focusing on the tournament, so that it'll be smooth. No fucking Nanya fucking pulling a fire alarm or any weird shit.
Is it official that it was Nanya?
He says no, but man, I don't know. I don't think he pulled a fire alarm. I think they were smoking weed in his hotel room and he blew it into a fucking smoke detector. What?
They went out there with 1.5 Gs. Absolute savage.
I felt bad for Paul because he was on time and Nanya made it seem like he twisted it like it was Paul that was late. And it was Paul was on time. Paul was early, ready to go. And then Nanya like dicked him around. Nanya called me at the time they were supposed to be pulling, and he's like, hey, bro, I'm going to be fucking like a half hour late. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, fucking Hancock had shut down a table. I'm like, dude, the crowd is going to start killing people because we shut a table down for this. And
we talked to Paul, but Paul told me that shook him up.
Yeah.
He said it fucked his whole game plan up. He said he had peaked. He said he had done his adrenaline came down, and that is true. You can get cold.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then because of the fire alarm, the fucking elevators were shut down. So he was up on the penthouse. So he had to walk up the fucking stairs to his room. And then just as he got to his room, I called him like, Nanya's here. You got to come back. And he had to run back down the stairs, dude. So he was pretty fucking mad, dude. Which I don't blame him. I mean, that was fucking crazy.
Would you have paid the money after that?
Dude, Nanya had zero money. So his dad covered 2,500 of it, and then Dave Shell covered the other 2,500 just so the match would get canceled.
Just so it wouldn't get canceled, or because he believed in Nanya?
No, because he was worried he was going to cancel. Because he called me a week before, and he's like, I don't have the money, dude. That's why I was telling Paul I need a contract and all this. I was trying to stall time. Something I had planned fell through. He's like, I don't have the money. And I guess he had talked to Dave Shell. So Dave offered 2,500 because his dad was going to do the other 2,500. So he had zero money.
Did Dave get double his investment back?
Fuck no.
What the fuck?
And he was supposed to get the money right back at the match. And Nanya kept it and said, oh, there's a sponsor that was throwing another 1,000 on top. So he gave Dave 1,500 and said, get the rest from the sponsor.
Wow.
He didn't even give him back the 2,500, dude. I was like, wow. It was crazy, dude. It was crazy. But we're never going to have a fucking psycho match like that ever again, dude. Like, we decided, like, that's not.
I think you need to, man. I think that's the draw of Winter Blast.
Well, I mean, like the last 2 years were huge, both of them. But a lot of people were turned off by that fucking match. So
were they though? If your last 2 years were huge,
well, that match was just this last year. The year before was big too, with no craziness. But
I'm not tuning into the pay-per-view if there's no shit show.
Well, we didn't do a pay-per-view for Winter Blast. It was just a live feed. But
I see Winter Blast becoming the rough and rowdy of arm wrestling. Toothless redneck versus, cracked-out grandma.
That's what the AWU guys do, dude. They got like fucking, Eric Harlan.
Those guys can't get along for fucking 10 minutes. They cancel every show they do.
I know. But yeah, I mean, Winter Blast has become like, well, last year it was the biggest tournament in the country for a 1 day tournament. So that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's what set Engen off. He did not like hearing that. He was like, he had to say, the junior tournaments here are bigger than that. And I'm like, dude, can't we just enjoy one fucking day of celebrating? Douchebag. But yeah, dude. I mean, we had a lot of other super matches that were really good, dude. Like fucking Therian against Dustin Jelliff. That was a crazy match. The year before, we had Derek Smith against Austin Jaggers. That was good.
That's badass.
So we've had some good ones, But the tournament itself is always big. And I think it's just based on location. Like, we're right in Philly. So 2 hours north is New York. 2 hours south is Baltimore. 2 hours west is Harrisburg, where Paul Lynn's whole crew is. So we're like right in the middle of like a lot of shit. So, shit, our first Winter Blast, Robbie Russell actually had a super match at it. That was the one. Artem came up for it.
Who was it? Robbie and Merlot or something?
He pulled, what was his name? Kevin. Was it Kevin? Anderson? Kevin Anderson? Robbie just held him, dude, fucking, and looked at the camera and just like slow pinned him. I was like, oh my God, dude.
It's hard to gauge matchups in arm wrestling, man. As a promoter and a matchmaker, you think they're all fire matchups, and then you realize that every single match was 3-0.
Yeah, that's true. We had Jamie Sheldon against Dustin Jelliff. That was a good match.
Yeah, Jamie's a problem when he's heavy, like 220-ish like that too.
Yeah. Uncle John went to it, dude. He pulled like 6 classes. and he fucking did well in a lot of them, dude. I was like, wow.
The Arm Gods guys, they're the ones that were doing all the crazy shit with Uncle John and Evan.
Yeah, the thumbtack match.
Yeah.
Now their next one is electrocution. Like they're electrifying the pin pad, the pin lines. So whoever gets pinned gets electrocuted. Like, I don't know how that's going to work, dude, because if you know how electricity works, like, if I get pinned, I'm just going to grab the ref's arm and then he's going to get electrocuted.
They need to quit being pussies and just put the circular saws upside down. This is fucking blood sport right now. If we're gonna
lose a fucking arm, you know how people would try a lot harder.
Oh, you would see the greatest comebacks in the history of arm wrestling if there was actually consequences of touching the pin pad.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
You never get to see a rematch though.
No, done. Crippled first match. Done.
They got the arm wrestlers' wives in the back room, and they're like, "If you get pinned, we're punching the losing wife in the face."
Jesus, you imagine
something like that, like hostages.
It's like slap. There's a variation of slap fight.
Oh yeah.
If I beat you, I get to smack the fuck out of you, and so I just watched this thing. It was Vice actually did a little article, and they were saying that it's believed that up to 70% of people in slap fighting have brain damage. Like, that's fucking news to you? 100% of those people have brain damage.
Bro, you see their fucking ears blown out and shit. They can't hear. Their fucking eye sockets fucking explode. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Who would want to do this?
The pay has got to be horrendous too. Just because you see the characters it draws, there's not one respectable person amongst them.
No,
the pay's got to be.
I heard it was like $2,000.
$2,000?
I heard it was like $2,000,
dude. I mean, I would let someone slap me for $2,000, but it wouldn't be the sport that I continue to do for that amount of money.
Hold on. Are you committed to that? Because we could start a Winter Blast GoFundMe, and if it hits $2,000,
slap Ryan.
Somebody gets to smack Ryan. Whoever it is, who's your mortal enemy? James Reed gets the smack.
He would probably fucking remortgage his house to get $2,000 to slap me in the face.
Hey, you see the potential here though, right?
Yeah. Dude, Engen might come over here to slap me in the face. John Dabo, fucking Chuck Ryder, fucking Nitro. Just line up.
It's like they auction people off for like the celebrity dates or what,
Yeah. Slap
you get to slap the fuck out of your most hated arm wrestler for X amount of dollars if you're the highest bidder.
It's like a dunk tank, but you get to slap people instead. Like the fucking person you hate the most just stands there and takes slaps. That'd be a payday though for the guy getting slapped. Like if everybody was paying $2,000 to slap him.
Plus, it would only be one person. It would just be the one guy that hates you.
And none of these guys are professional slap boxers anyway. So it's like, all right, I'll take a slap from a fucking random dude that's never slapped anyone.
Yeah, but I think the slap boxing thing actually holds you back.
Yeah.
Because you're not allowed to lay into him with it. You want Austin Jaggers to full on get 2 steps into his palm strike? Dude, here's a great fucking story. Let's end this with one story. I'm at the WAL. There. This is speaking of people getting smacked. Do you remember they had a fucking NFL player? I can't remember who he is. He was this huge white guy. He was like 6'7", 300 and something fucking pounds. It was an NFL player that he would make the top 8 at WAL with like Sean Latimer, some of the guys that weren't going to win it, but they were like the bottom 4 of the 8. And when WAL, they had like these huge cameras that were on shoulders and all this like boom mic and shit, and they would walk backwards as the guys would come out through the tunnel.
Yeah.
And, there's like a guy like rolling up cords. It's this whole charade as you're going. And this fucking dude, I'll look his name up and send you a picture. Just think it might as well be Sean Latimer, right? This fucking guy's massive.
Yeah.
A true monster. If I tried to fight him, it would have took 3 or 4 of me to even be able to take him down. This guy's just a fucking oak tree. Yeah. And he's coming out like this, and he starts high-fiving everybody as he's coming out, and people are coming out, and he's doing his little intro, and as he high-fives, he fucking palm strikes me in the top of the head and almost breaks my spine. Like, as soon as he hits me, I hear my neck pop. He fucks my neck. I'm not lying, dude. Fucks my neck up to where I can't do nothing, and I'm dazed and looking back. Artem's laughing his ass off. And, like, nothing. He's still smacking people's hands, hitting their faces. I'm just bear balling the whole crowd as he walks through, and I'm laying here, and he just, dude, you know when you like get a kink in your neck, you're done. Yeah. Immediately pop something, and I'm sure blew a disc out instantly, and fucked me up. And now I think about it, I should have sued the WAL or something for a neck injury.
Right.
This opportunity, but
you can high five your head.
Yeah, that's how I know I can't do no slap fighting. That big motherfucker could have killed me had he slapped me, dude.
Right.
He wasn't just doing this motion, like he was swimming and almost killed me with his fucking arm. Out of control.
That's crazy.
I'm sure that it's on like some B footage where it wasn't the main camera they showed, right? But it was like the 6 other cameras showing the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, look, there he is, fucking busted neck. But it was off the hook, dude. Off the hook. The WAL was fucking dangerous in the day. I went to a regional where they had all 3 regionals in one location. It was like you would just go to a separate part of the arena. And there were 7 arm breaks this day. Oh,
dude. That's rough.
Yeah, 7 fucking arm breaks, dude. They had an ambulance there at the it was like the University of Las Vegas arena. And they had ambulance just constantly just pulling people out, driving them off, pulling them out, driving them off the whole fucking day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. That hospital was probably so pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we've had arm breaks that had the cops come in the building and want to do an investigation.
Really?
Yeah. We had one guy broke his arm and he gets out about 5 minutes between him leaving and us starting to where the cops come back and we have to stop again and come over and talk to the cop. And the cop is like, he's injured. We want to go ahead and we want to know who injured him. We want to question him, this. And I had to explain to the guy, I'm like, look, dude, they signed waivers. Yeah. You don't need to question his competitor.
It's not intentional.
Oh, dude, there's nothing more devastating than the arm break during the tournament. The vibe is killed.
Yeah. For sure.
We had one at the Sarah Bachman tournament.
Yeah, and then the guy I brought was the competitor.
In all his genius, Sean runs the guy out and then comes back in and just explains to everybody how fucking dangerous this is. And I'm thinking in my head the whole time he's talking, they know.
Yeah.
The whole crowd's like sitting here terrified. He's like, guys, I just want to tell you, it's very dangerous. And he was just going over the safety thing again, but I'm like, they don't need that now.
Yeah.
There's a motherfucker in here that does not know what could happen.
We need to change that, dude. I think we need to change it so that when there is an arm break, instead of everybody freaking out, that we cheer.
To start cheering him on.
Yeah. Yeah, like
That sounds so barbaric. I don't know if that's a good
celebrate.
idea.
You should celebrate it. That would never.
Yeah, we do mourn like he died, right? Like they took him off an ambulance. It's like, guys, he's gonna be okay. You know.
Yeah.
Should,
It takes like a good hour for everyone to get back into the fucking excitement of the tournament.
Oh, dude, it is a fucking buzzkill.
Yeah. We had a guy. We had a guy watching arm wrestling. He wasn't even competing, and he had a seizure at one of the winter blasts. We were like, "What the fuck, dude?" He just like started kibbying out, and we're like, "Oh god, call an ambulance!" I'm like, "Get him outside. Dude. We don't want everybody watching this."
He's seen Nunez dog shit style and had a fucking seizure right there.
The fire alarm set him off. Strobe lights. It was crazy.
Oh, that's fucking.
I never even get to like Winter Blast is so big, dude. I don't even get to see or like. I feel like I don't get to experience it at all because there's always some fire to put out. Like this,
yeah, you're sitting in the back counting all that cash, son.
Yeah,
it's hard to see over them green piles of money,
dude. By the time you fucking fly everybody in and fuck,
God, this is like the meme. By the time I pay my scientists and all my researchers, I make nada.
Yeah, exactly. Well, last year we actually we bought a trailer with the money we made from Winter Blast, so that
did look like an expensive ass tournament to put on, though. All the people, all that staff.
Yeah, it is a lot of people, and this year is going to be even more expensive, dude, because Sean Hancock's flying in like 5 or 6 like top level refs. So we got to cover like their flights, their hotels, all that stuff. But yeah, should be good though. We're gonna try to run 6 tables, so we'll see how it goes. Should go smooth, especially with no super matches having to stop the.
Oh yeah, 6 tables. That'll be real fucking smooth. That just sounds like an easy, smooth thing to do.
Well, we got Corey Miller doing brackets. He does a phenomenal job. He can run 3 tables by himself like it's nothing.
You're completely covered.
Yeah.
You're totally fine then. If you have Denise there and Corey, you're golden.
Yeah. We had Corey last year and it went pretty smooth, but I think stopping it for the whole Nanya thing is what fucked everything up. It slowed things down.
Was it a long tournament?
Fucking A, dude. It was like 12 hours. It was like 11 hours. Fucking long. 585 entries. So it's a long day, dude.
Well, how much did you pay your referees? Double pay? You would have had. I'm just thinking, we pay our referees in Florida. Is it hard to say? Is that rude, Mikey?
I'd say go for it. Why not?
Yeah, we pay our head refs typically down here $200 and down refs $100.
That's what we do for our normal tournaments.
Yeah, so I was just thinking, I'm like, fuck, I'd have had to give that head ref $500 for standing there for 12 hours.
A lot of them too, at our smaller tournaments, also pull the tournament. So they'll be like, dude, just give me, whatever, and I'll pull fucking 4 classes or something like that. So we'll work with them and stuff like that if they want to do stuff.
You guys have cash payouts at Winter Blast?
We did last year for the women's. We did not for the men's yet. But
that's good.
Depends on what we get for sponsor money and this and that. And but we're trying to work to that point where we can do cash payouts for everybody, But we do a lot of classes because since we are 98%, we do the same amount of classes for pro and amateur, and then up here semi-pro is a big thing, so semi-pro's in there, and then we do novice, we do women's, so we do masters, grandmasters, senior grandmasters. So there's a lot of fucking classes.
You got that shit from James Reed, huh?
Everybody up here does that. Yeah, he started it up here.
Yeah, that's right. I started doing it down here too in certain things. We had a semi-pro last year, certain things. But
if it's a larger tournament, semi-pro works great because you get some of the AMs will pull up, and then some of the semi-pro will pull up to pro, So
Yeah.
it's kind of gives that good intermediate. Because dude, like up here, like guys like Nitro, for instance, some amateur will be in a class with 3 people and get first place, and he's like, "Oh, that's it, you got to go pro," and then they never fucking win again. You know what I mean? Like, it's discouraging for those guys. So having semi-pro is like a nice buffer for guys that probably should move up but aren't quite ready.
Well, it actually gives you a good developmental system.
I think so,
Where
yeah. Especially for our
well,
concept 98. Like it works good with our concept of, not really catering to the 2%ers.
James wants his 10% for life off that semi-pro class royalties.
I bet, dude, if he could, he would. I guarantee that.
That's funny. I got to get off here, fellas. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, man. Couple things. Anybody watching, check out the Arnold qualifier this weekend up in Indiana. Me and Mikey will be up there, so I look forward to hanging out with anyone. I know we got a ton of people in the Michigan area coming out, so I appreciate it, man. Y'all be safe.
Absolutely, you too. Take it easy. I like him.
Yeah. He's fun. He's fun to talk to.
All right, I can't stay on long either. I got a flight in the morning headed to Indiana.
Yeah, dude. Good luck with that.
I know. Well, I'll beat the hurricane out there at least. And it's gonna follow me up.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the live stream. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. All right, guys.
See ya.